children. Today we are going to discuss about the properties of periodic table. Right? I think in a previous class we discussed about some properties, right? So there we discussed about atomic radius and ionization energy. We have discussed it, right? So once let us discuss what is meant by atomic radius. Right. So the distance from the nucleus to valence shell. The distance from the nucleus to valence shell electron is said to be atomic radius. And how it is changes in a groups and periods. Right. In a groups from left to right. In periods from left to right, the atomic radius is decreasing. Why? Because as the nuclear attraction increases, and more attraction increases, that is attraction increases, atomic size will be decreases. And you compare it to groups. In groups from top to bottom, the atomic radius will be increases. Why? Because as the number of shells increases, in first group one shell, second group 2, third group 3, right? So as the number of shells increases, the atomic radius also increases, right? And let us discuss ionization energy, right? What is meant by ionization energy, right? So the energy required to remove an electron, from a valence shell is called as ionization energy. If you are removing one electron, that is first ionization energy. Removing one more electron from that atom, second ionization energy. Third, we are removing third ionization energy, right? So as you are going through the successive ionization energies, like ionization energy 1, 2, 3, you are going. As you are going like that, the ionization energy increases. That is, first ionization energy will be generally I am telling that, not exactly. Generally, first ionization energy will be less, then the second ionization energy will be somewhat more, then the third ionization energy somewhat more than the first and second. Why? Because as you are removing the electrons, the nuclear attraction will be increases on the remaining electrons, so that first ionization energy will be less, second will be more, third will be more than these two. So like that, the ionization energy will be there. And what are the factors affecting ionization energies? Right. So the factors affecting are what? Nucleus attraction, atomic radius, screening effect, and what we discussed one more, stable electronic configurations, and orbitals also we discussed, right? So these are the factors affecting ionized energy. And ionized energy, how it is changes in groups and periods. Right. In groups, ionized energy will be decreases as the atomic radius increases. Ionized energy will be decreases. In periods, ionized energy will be increases. From left to right, ionized energy increases. Why? Because as the atomic radius decreases, ionized energy will be increases, right? Now let us discuss one more topic called electron affinity. What we call as electron affinity. You are not able to see now. Electron affinity, right? So what is mean by electron affinity, right? So electron affinity, we are saying, no? Affinity. Affin means attraction, right? Okay. Then we will define what is electron affinity, right? So the energy released when an atom given to the neutral gaseous atom. That is, when an electron is added to the neutral gaseous atom, they will release energy. Same, that is opposite to the ionization energy. In ionization energy, what happens? When we are giving the energy, that electron releases. Now here, when we are adding the electron, that is releasing the energy, opposite to ionization energy, right? So that is what happens here. When you are when you are adding the electron to the neutral gaseous atom. Why we are saying the neutral gaseous atom? Means we are taking an isolated atom. We are taking a single atom. That is, only gaseous atoms you can able to take as a single atoms, right? So we are taking as what? Neutral gaseous atom we are taking for that. That is, suppose one atom is there, this is a nucleus, and for this we are trying to give a electron, that is we are trying to add a electron. When the electron is added, this atom releases some energy. That atom releases some energy. That energy we call as electron affinity. Electron affinity, right? The energy released when an electron is added to the neutral gaseous atom, that is said as electron affinity. And the units are similar to ionization energy also. In that way also, similar like ionization energy, how the units are there, same units, that is kilojoules per mole, right, or electron volt per atom, you can say it as that. So generally you will say it as kilojoule per mole or kilocalorie per mole, we can say the units, right. So that is what electron affinity. Affinity means what? Attracting. That is electron attracted to the atom. Electron attracted to the atom. When the electron is attracted, then energy releases. That is called as electron affinity. And this electron affinity is also having some factors which affect it, right? So factors affecting the electron affinity, right? So what are the factors? First of all, nuclear attraction, right? So what is meant by nuclear attraction? The attraction of the nucleus. Now tell me something. When we are taking atoms like this, first atom is there, and one more atom is there. Atom A and atom B is there. Here the nucleus is there, and here also nucleus is there. In both of these, which nucleus having the more attraction on this electron, right? So this electron is attracted by the nucleus more easily. Why? Because here the less distance is there. This electron is attracted by the nucleus somewhat very difficultly compared to this one. Why? Because here the more distance is there, right? So now you can say what? As the distance increases, nuclear attraction decreases. So when here when to this atom electron is added, here the energy will be more. Here the energy will be less. Which energy? Releasing energy, right? So when you are adding the electron to the small size of atom, that releases more energy. Why? Because more nuclear attraction is there. So that releases more energy. And here less nucleus attraction is there, that releases less energy, right? So that is nucleus attraction is directly proportional to the electron affinity. Nucleus attraction increases, electron affinity also increases, right? So second factor is that atomic radius, right? So just now only we discussed atomic radius. So which is having the more atomic radius? This one having the more atomic radius. Atom B having the more atomic radius, and atom A having the less atomic radius. At where you will get more energy? At A will get more energy. That is, you can say is what? Less atomic radius is there, more electron affinity will be releases. More atomic radius is there, less electron affinity will be releases. Now you can say that what? Atomic radius is inversely proportional to the electron affinity, right? That is what nucleus attraction and atomic radius. And one more thing also is there, that is electronic configurations. What I am saying, that electronic configurations, right? So when you have the stable electronic configurations, like half-filled configurations, fully filled configurations, noble gases, so these will release less energy. Right? So when stable configurations are there, they release less energy, right? So that is what electron affinity and factors affecting the electron affinity, and how it changes in a group. So groups means what? vertical column, vertical are called as groups, no? Right. In groups, what happens to atomic radius? Right. In groups, from top to bottom, atomic radius increases. Atomic radius inversely proportional to electron affinity, no? In groups, atomic radius increases, so electron affinity will be decreases. Electron affinity will be decreases. Why? Because atomic radius increases. Right? In periods, in a periods, what happens in periods? In periods, atomic radius will be decreases. Atomic radius will be decreases. Electron affinity will be increases. Electron affinity will be increases. That is, in a groups, electron affinity decreases. In a periods, electron affinity increases. Right? So that is the thing regarding electron affinity and factors affecting the electron affinity and how it is changing in a groups and periods.